Hey!
Hey.
Well, Bill. Hey. Well, so we have a priest collar, Bill. What would you do with a priest collar?
If I was Gabriel Knight, I'd
It's a white
probably sexually harass my employee with it somehow.
Oh my god! I'm the king of adventure games.
What did you just do? What is it called now?
Oh, it's a priest disguise. If you use the shirt with the gel and the collar.
It looks like my priest outfit is complete.
Wait, what? Why do you have... I don't even want to
There's no
know.
reason to wear that at the moment.
I don't even want to know why there's gel in your priest outfit.
Well... No, exit to the map. Don't walk there, just exit to it. Okay, so, Bill, we have a priest costume. Who do we go to?
Who did we say the dog was?
The Casino residents. Bill, let's see if you two are the king of adventure games.
All right, but this is private.
Oh.
Bill, you're a genius! Who's the dog? Go in there. Hello, I'm a Catholic priest who's had a lot of women, my
Jesus Christ, this game, dude. Do you think that when they high defed it, they also like added just tons of sexual harassment to it?
Yes? Who is it?
Oh, it's back to the old character, Father McLachlan. It's a running character now.
Oh, my name is Arlen McLaughlin. My voice is cracking. I'm in puberty.
Oh.
Oh, I'm Father McLaughlin.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
I'm a German
Thank you, my
French.
child.
What if it turns out that Gabriel Knight is the
Please
murderer?
be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Lady Madonna, hanging on the
Oh,
wall.
the space bar, baby. Well, I mean, Bill, I'm gonna talk to
Yeah.
her, huh?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
How many fingers am I holding up? Ah,
Well.
you're fucking right.
Ask her about Cabri Core.
What's Cabri Car, child?
Do you have any idea what Capri Sankar means?
Is it an old Gaelic
No,
blessing?
I bet you do not know, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Huh?
Go with that horns?
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprised me. You do know what it means.
Sacre bleu.
You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure
And hope to
evil
die.
blood.
What do you know about human sacrifice?
Do you know anything
Oh, we're
about
Irish.
human sacrifice here in
You know where I
New
might
Orleans?
human sacrifice here in New
When my
Orleans.
great-grandmother could tell stories, she saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans, but the real voodoo queens did it. Oh,
The
yes.
real voodoo queens of New Orleans.
Real voodoo queens.
Who are the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know.
If you go to a lecture, you can
Most
learn
of the voodoo
that.
people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavo, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Voodoo unfair. I was wondering if you could tell me about a yellow question.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound for.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in New Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear their drums at night, oh yes. That's why I'm so ill, I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk
They
about
really
it.
fucked
They're
me up.
evil. It's the devil's work that happens there, I can tell you. I'll show you something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I'm ready.
I swear on my collar.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if ever there was one.
Is it a knife?
It's called the
It radiates
Necronomicon.
something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
Oh,
To
fuck.
tell you the truth, I've always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
I can see how you would, yes.
Oh, yes,
And
evil.
yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you.
Bless
but
my
surely
monkey head,
you
Father.
Understand?
All I have here is this
Bless
Astroglide.
this bracelet of a snake. Even though its vibes aren't great,
Oh,
let it do nobody harm. When they wear it on their arm, voodoo spirits go away. Don't come back another day. And now let us pray.
Okay, we're done. Now let's go play.
Bill, I know you've been a priest for many years now.
Ah, yes, I have indeed.
How would you critique this prayer, Bill?
Well, it seemed alright at the very start, but then it got to the shitty part. It didn't end soon enough, and her dog is gone, but he'll say, rough, rough.
Right, here you go.
Oh, fuck. Give it. Ship it. I gotta bless it again. I'd like to bless your clumsy snake with my silly accent snake.
Can I see that snake bracelet again? I'm not sure the first blessing took, and I'd like to re-bless it.
And I'd like
to
to call it a snakelet.
I do admire your thoroughness, Father.
Oh, I oftentimes bless the snake several times in a day.
Sometimes.
Bracelet, Father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake. Even though its
Oh,
vibes aren't
vibes
great,
aren't great.
let it do
Let
nobody
it do
harm.
nobody harm.
When they wear it
And they
on
wear
their
it on their
arm.
arm.
Deserve they say
Voodoo
for the
spirits,
swarm.
go away. Don't come back another day.
I
And
swear
now
that
let
I'm
us
an
pray.
Irish chief.
It's a bracelet in the shape of a snake.
I gotta do something with it.
Even though its vibes aren't great.
There's no point in using that.
Fuck.
What the fuck are you trying to
There's
do?
no point in
What?
Why
You're
would you
crazy.
even think about
Oh, blood clot.
There's no point in using that.
What the? What? Like, okay, look, we gotta use something on the snake.
Flashlight. Flashlight. Brick. Tweezers. Tweezers. Use the tweezers.
Fuck, I'm gonna do every single one in a row.
Use the tweezers.
There's no.
You can't put it on a snake.
Why are
Why
you
did
putting
you
your
take it back?
clothes on it?
Do you know any?
No.
Nabala.
Once upon a time there was a snake that was covered with fuzz. I put it on my fancy arm, and it caused me to
Lots of harm.
a false alarm.
Bless the
A false alarm.
Let it. When voodoo don't. And now.
It's the most random thing in our inventory. Sketchbook, phone book, voodoo code, brick. Use the brick with the snake.
There's no point.
Okay, alright, what else do we got? We got a flyer,
There's no.
clay,
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless this circlet of silver.
May it never
Take
get...
the curse. Oh, take it, Wilbur.
Take it, Wilbur! Take it, Wilbur!
Take it, Wilbur!
Wilbur!
Oh, I'm the snake charmer!
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression.
It made a lasting impression on
Here
Wilbur.
you go.
Made a lasting
I feel
impression
so
of a
much
snake.
better now.
It feels so better.
It feels so better.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Oh yes, Father.
Or,
It
you know,
is the
white soul.
wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
Dude, do we talk to her about anything else?
Do you know
Racist.
anything about Vevis?
No.
Sweet, sweet Vevis.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
You have such a sexy
Oh,
legs.
mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Despy, I'm petting you on your little cat tummy. It's a good tummy.
Chat.
Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about it, the chat.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years.
There's so many years.
Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days, the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true.
What's wrong
But
with being a
the
little
French
racist,
muscle
father?
will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Herself.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, Father, I don't know what else to say.
I've had a very nice day.
I'm gonna take it
Do you
anyway.
find the weather to your liking?
It's nice enough when I go biking.
I only go out in the morning and the evening.
I wear my short sleeving.
Okay, nothing's yellow.
Well, madam, I'm...
Of course, Father.
Well, madam's nothing's yellow, so I'm gonna leave and meet up with other fellows. Now, what happened? Oh, we got a
It's a
mold.
clay mold of Madame Casano's snake bracelet.
Wait, you did that while
That-
she was looking?
That's what using clay was.
And you made a three-dimensional mold of it? Or
I don't know.
how would that even work?
I don't know. Bill, what do I do?
You take your mold and you go to go to a place where you can cast snake out of something.
Cast snake, not the drugstore. Maybe the Voodoo Museum?
Hello, Dr.
Maybe.
John.
Dr. White Suit. I'm Dr. Blackcape.
Does this mean anything to you?
I cannot see that it does.
Well, that was worthless. Where else should we go, dude?
Because
I'll
it
be
doesn't.
Come back.
Come back. Our bookstore, the Moonbeam Residence is closed, the cemetery, we were just at Kavanaugh. Cemetery?
You need something liquid that turns hard. You need a... like... You need... What do you need? Clay? Clay. Clay, you have clay. Bracelet
Use the
mold.
clay on the
That
clay.
doesn't seem to work that way.
I
No
don't
matter
know.
how you use the clay.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Dude, I don't know.
Ah, the man who doesn't know about that.
I don't know anything about that.
Does this mean anything to you?
Nope.
Nothing much means anything to me.
I don't know. I mean, it was cool to learn that Getty means, like, the god of destruction. Oh, and there's Rando!
Whoa, what?
Malia?
She's a
Mr. Knight.
Cylon.
What are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
Unnoticed.
Well done.
Subtle.
Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else,
There is.
Don't go. I
Ugh.
need to talk to you.
whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you.
Alright. Okay.
I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
I can see your
Mr.
thoughts in your
Knight,
eyes.
You don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but
Public
This
service
is
announcement. Never do
I think we
this.
both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My
Wow.
family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look,
Miss
I know
Getty
you got more
casts
money than
restraining
God.
order.
Do you think I care?
It's
Do you think
super
that's why I'm
effective.
saying this?
No, I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I've got a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See, I knew it. You're crazy about me too. Come by tonight, please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry,
Ugh.
but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not
Nothing
now,
like-
not ever.
Grabbing a woman twice.
Damn it.
Oh no. Can't believe I blew my shot. Gonna have to do that again several times.
Oh.
Yep. This is turning into a Gabriel Knight. Can you do it? Can you do it anymore? This game, there's this game finally just like
It's hard.
not
it's...
even chat. Not even like every time one of these things happens too. Chat is just oh god, it's like a gut punch. Woof.
I feel like the entire romantic line was written by a bunch of white male actors who are experts on voodoo.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn.
Ugh. All right.
Gabriel looks at. That doesn't work. The tomb door.
Stop scratching. Fuck.
I don't need to go with.
She's oh. They showed her walking away, but she's actually rendered just behind the statue. There she is, Molly Getty.
Oh wow.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Bill.
Yeah.
If I know my male writers...
It's getting late. Gabriel
Yes.
decides to go home for the
Oh
day.
my god. We're gonna go home and Molly is gonna be there.
No. Oh god.
BAM! BAM! There it is!
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
And so is Gabriel.
Oh, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
You
Why
won her
don't you
over.
just leave your name and number with
did it.
me, and I'll tell him you stopped
You
by.
really did it.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he? Here?
I really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Oh, I know. Well. This is what men were raised on.
Listen, boys. As long as you have no money and can't help yourself,
You
women
can.
will just pour
I
through
didn't think you
the
would.
television screen.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. I could show you around a little. It's not much, but
Please don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Oh. All the
Despy,
bad
come over here and
lessons.
smell my mouth.
What? Was that?
No,
sex?
come here, baby cat. No, she doesn't want to smell my mouth. Just shut up.
It just sounded like some sort of Darth Vader event. Wow. Why, Gabriel Knight, your penis was fantastic, and it caused me to be completely sated.
It's just...
Cool. It was fantastic how we engaged in missionary penetration and came simultaneously.
Oh, shit. Grace, I'd like to remind you I'm still up for it.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Grace, I bought a second condom.
God.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way.
Oh, she wants him too. Yep, just real...
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah, he gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're
like
incredible.
knitting pattern
All
or
that
something.
work.
Forget it.
I'm getting bells.
Yeah, answer the door. Go talk to man.
Hold on, I'm petting Despy.
How dare he look through the window at the window display in the bookstore? You'd better go defend your creeper title, Gabe.
Bill, we just earned points. Like, I don't...
121. Cranking up the Enya.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
He's too busy being naked.
Gabriel watches the man watching the shop.
Inception.
The man watches Gabriel, watching the man watching the shop in the hole at the
Gabriel
bottom of the
watches
sea.
man watching the shop. Today's
Open the
news-
door?
Yeah, I'll do it in a sec, Bill.
Times dated June 21st,
This photo.
1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murder. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were a result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's
They
not
solved
good.
the
It's
war.
ridiculous. And what about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel, but if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
God, that
You
sounds like the
don't get
best
it.
relationship advice he's ever
Forget
gotten.
it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks
bucks.
close to you today. Resist temptation lest his eye fall on you.
With his little white bottom hanging
Peachy.
out.
Gabriel also spots an ad for Sam Springleton, a jeweler.
Oi.
Sam hangs out at the Napoleon House.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Sam Springleton. He'll be able to make a thing out of the mold.
There it is, Bill.
Hint, hint. we've discovered that the murders were caused by drug
Got a minute,
people.
Grace?
What's up?
Solved.
Do you have messages for me?
Do you have anything yellow for me?
Your grandmother called.
Grandma
What
Knight!
did
To
she
remind
call?
you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
Your grandmother called because you need to do this now.
She
Do you
told me
have
to tell
messages
you to
for me?
put this location on your
That
map.
man from Germany called again. Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours.
Interesting.
He works for Ritter Sport.
Hey, Bill, what do you think I should ask her about?
Wolfgang Ritter's number.
Nice.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
I've
Here's
never
that
said
phone
that to
number.
anyone before.
Thanks.
I got your legs. These are my legs. I got them.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I have some information that I want to give you.
Do you have my leg?
I'll tell it to you after we're done talking.
Okay. Post talking, I'd love to know.
Despy.
Oh my god, this cat is so sweet. She's been sleeping on my arm all night.
Oh. Are you desperate?
I'm out of here.
Uh-huh.
I'm me out of here.
Me out of here. Napoleon! Go to Napoleon!
Napoleon's.
Wait, this is supposed to be a jewelry shop.
Unhappy.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Now buzz off.
Sorry.
Door.
Marquas.
Why don't you move your queen?
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
What's the name of the jeweler?
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard.
no.
you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry.
Jesus.
Go bug someone else.
I'm sucking him
You're
dry.
a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
That's like where it doesn't sound as dirty because it's just so goddamn like provocative. Like, you know how they have like barbecue sauces that are called like bone sucking sauce and like it'll be like dick drips or whatever, and you're just like,
It's just-
see exactly what you're doing there.
oh
But it
god.
gets up on it'll get on the shelf because it's
You sure
know.
I can't ask you a few questions?
Beat it, you loser.
Oh my god, it was the drummer. It was the conga drummer. That's who killed everybody. He's outside every building.
Excuse me, I hate to
Oh,
interrupt the
shit.
game, but could I ask you a few questions?
As a fellow pickup
Game.
artist, I don't
This
want to
ain't
interrupt the
It's
game.
a slaughter.
He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
A man in a
A man in a loud tie gets his
Ah!
sucked dry.
Could you do anything with this?
You know, for money.
What is this, a clay mold? Interesting. I am a jeweler, you know. But I'm retired. I'm going
Wait.
to sit here at this freaking
Why-
chair until I beat this bastard.
Why does the jeweler have an
Plan
ad
to be
that
buried in that
tells
chair
you
then.
the bar where he's at today?
What do I do?
I think you need to finish their game somehow.
I wasn't paying attention to what he said. I turned to read chat.
Are you
I know.
sure you can't do anything with this?
I told you I'm busy with it.
A bracelet you want me to make?
What do I need with a table?
Flip it.
No, play the game.
Somebody's using it.
Ah,
Gabriel has spent enough.
like I know we
Talk
need
to
to
the
play
barkeep.
chess.
I don't know, man.
don't know.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Bar patrons.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
Regulars in here.
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They've played there every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those
Oh
games.
my god.
It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen
He's
him
just
beat
beta
guys
as
twice
fuck.
as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve.
Not
every
how
time.
games work. That's not how competition works. I don't know. He seems to just play bad.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House. That guy Sam, the chess player, he's really into voodoo. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
And snakes.
Really? Great, thanks.
I hate to disagree, Greg.
Hey, boy.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with.
You know,
He
love.
went to a voodoo-ien and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl. And sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now
Didn't say
she's his
yes,
wife,
didn't
poor
say
guy.
no.
What the shit do we do?
I don't know.
You still losing? Yeah.
Are you
Damn.
sure I can't?
Mister, please.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
Oh! Oh! Grandma Knight's house. Granny Knight.
Oh, I am a grandmother.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Nah.
Oh, sorry, it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
Give me a blow.
Now
Just
come on,
me
sit
out
down.
over.
Tell me how you're doing.
How you doing? Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Grandma, your living room is enormous.
Why do you have photos of, like, people from... Doesn't matter. Bill.
Oh my God, that was her!
How have you been, Gran?
Just fine,
Grandma,
dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be
Is he
silly.
dead, or
You
is
can
it
call
just
me
weird?
anytime.
I'm just busy with women. Hey, Knight family. Tell me about the Knight family.
Tell me about our family.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
Harrison Knight.
Tell
Margaret
me something
Templeton.
about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He walked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
We just had him. Tell me about Philip Knight.
And tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him.
Margaret
This is such a
Templeton
weird-
Knight.
This is just pure exposition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, tell me about my sister. Like, no one... I've never gone to a relative and like... Nick, tell me about Mom. Like, I don't say that. Why the fuck would I ever say...
adore her. Tell me about...
Oh, Sean, Mom
San
was my
Francisco.
only mother.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to find her family.
She was a manic pixie
Since you're so
dream
interested
girl.
in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery number 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will.
Dun, dun, dun. Grandma's house.
Grandma, you got anything
Grandma.
else? Oh my god.
Ask her about her day.
Bill, I'm scared to compliment our grandmother.
Family way. Compliment her.
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Ugh, damn it.
Oh, you.
I want to do you, Grandma.
Oh, jeez.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
If you know what I mean, Grandma.
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some, and I'll whip up a half a dozen.
Chat. Grandma, what can you tell me about the chat?
Grandma, why don't you tell me about half a dozen molasses pies? Like, let me just keep clicking compliment her. And just so everyone is aware, serious sexual tension between Gabriel Knight and his grandmother. Let's go ahead and click on it.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Keep pushing it. Push the
Don't
issue.
let the
Your hair
sun
looks very pretty today, Gran.
go down.
Well, thank you, dear. So well, you've always had such nice, thick hair, Gabriel.
This is getting weird.
You know, I always tell people that my Gran is the prettiest grand old Bill.
Sean, what are you doing?
Oh, dear. You
What have
shouldn't
you
talk
done?
so.
Tim, and this is Grandma's boy. Oh, dirty achievement. What a filthy little achievement that was.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
No, come on, Gran.
Oh, all right, dear. What do you want to hear?
I'm just digging this like light rock 70s contemporary grandma's song.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
When you were single.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas and corn and cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
How are you?
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Never mind, Grandma. I don't care how you're doing.
Oh,
How do you
nothing.
feel about
Never
the
mind.
album Nevermind?
All right,
It's just, what do you think about this current election cycle, Grandma?
What do you think about snakes?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
all right, dear.
Bill, here's the thing. It's 9:15. My alarm's gone off. We're overdue. We've
Okay.
been doing these segments for a number of 30 minutes at a time. I'm going to go ahead and save it.
Grandma's theme was written by Elton John. Grandma, she sits on the couch all day.
I'm going to close it, Bill. And it's closed. Stop the
Okay.
screen share. Bill.
Yes. Hello. Brett.
It's like we're supposed to solve the voodoo murders, I think, is the point of the game. I have zero
Yes.
sense of why we want to do it. I don't feel any motivation. I don't care if we solve it or if we don't solve it. But that's what we have to do. Thoughts, Bill?
Well, I think Gabriel Knight is creepy as a person. Not a good role model. He picks up women in the graveyard.
Well, Bill, since we started 30 minutes late, and we're going to end 15 minutes late, kind of keep it tight, I just got to say, Sean's gone next week. He's still going to be in the Baltics, maybe in the lower Baltics.
Yes.
Maybe in the hot, sweltering Baltics.
The sweaty Baltics.
Maybe he'll be underneath a pair of sweaty Baltics.
Oh, it's a good one. That's a good joke.
Dangling, leathery Baltics.
I think we've milked this about as much as we can.
I think we have a pair of round jokes.
Yeah, okay. That was wow. That was
wow. No, those were actual. That was a ball sack right there. Should we play this again while Sean's out of town?
God, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get another game. I don't know what the game needs to be, but I'll get it.
It was no. It's just been amazing to me, right? Like if you think about when this was made, it was like this wasn't. I remember this game, and it wasn't. In my memory, Gabriel Knight was not so offensively sleazy.
Yeah, because in the early '90s, researchers had not discovered female emotions yet.
That's true. There was some qualitative notes on them, but they weren't established in the laboratory setting. Much the same as how researchers are still determining whether racism exists today.
Of course.
Yeah, it's very difficult to prove scientifically.
Yeah. Well, here's a whole bunch of statistical evidence to demonstrate that systematic racism exists. But I'm not racist.
And furthermore, I don't see this happening.
Well,
oh God,
Bill, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. But I'm trying to think of a song that I can play that's very Gabriel Knight.
Is there one about making everyone uncomfortable, or just unwashed hair?
I'm trying to think if I even know one. I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I'm going to think on that a little bit. So, I'm Sean Plott.
And I'm Bill Grainer.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for watching this episode of Mostly Walking. Feel free to tweet at Sean Bouchard. His Twitter is right there. Say hi to him. Wish him well on his journey across the hot, sweaty Baltics. And
oh.
And I'll think of a song. Uh-oh.
Snake.
Snakes.
Snake.